Start. Para. The domestic investment environment has suffered on multiple counts in the past year. It is time to fast track policy decisions and ensure on time implementation of major projects. Organized retail helps in reducing cost of intermediation due to economic of scale benefiting both consumer and producer. At present, FDI in single brand and in cash and carry wholesale trade is permitted to the extent of 100%. The decision in respect of allowing FDI in multi-brand retail trade up to 51% subject to compliance with specified condition has been held in abeyance effort are on to arrive at a broad-based consensus in consultation with the state governments. In a globalized economy with expanding cross-border production chains and growing trade within entities of the same group, advanced pricing agreement can specifically bring down tax litigation and provide tax certainty to foreign investor, though the provision of APA has been included in the DTC Bill 2010. I propose to bring forward its implementation by introducing it in the Finance Bill 2012. Reforms in the financial sector have been pursued with the objective of more efficient market intermediation between savers and investors. Para to encourage flow of saving in financial instrument and improve the depth of domestic capital market. It is proposed to introduce a new scheme called Rajiv Gandhi Equity Savings Scheme. The scheme would allow for income tax deduction of 50% to new retail investor who invest up to 50,000 directly in equities and whose annual income is below 10 lakh. The scheme will have a lock-in period of 3 years. The details will be announced in due course. Lack of adequate infrastructure is a major constraint on our growth. The strategy we have followed so far is to increase investment in infrastructure through a combination of public investment and public-private partnership. During the 12 plan period, infrastructure investment will go up to 50 lakh crore. About half of this is expected to come from private sector. The government has approved guidelines for establishing joint venture companies by defense public sector undertakings in PPP model. This will serve the dual purpose of achieving substantive self-reliance in the defense sector and production of state-of-the-art defense goods. Food security and agricultural development in the coming decades would depend upon scientific and technological breakthroughs. In raising productivity, we have to develop plant and seed varieties that yield more and can resist climate change. I propose to set aside a sum of 200 crore for incentivizing research with reward both for institution and the research team responsible for such scientific breakthroughs. The food processing sector has been growing at an average rate of over 8% over the past 5 years. In order to have a better outreach and to provide more flexibility to suit local needs, it has been decided that a new centrally sponsored scheme titled National Mission on Food Processing would be started in cooperation with the state government in 2017. The government has stepped to create additional food grain storage capacity in the country. Creation of 2 million tons of storage capacity in the form of modern silos has already been approved. Nearly 15 million tons capacity is being created under the private entrepreneurs guarantee scheme, of which 3 million tons of storage capacity will be added by the end of 2011-12 and 5 million would be added next year. Our government has taken definite steps to create food security at the household level by making food a legal entitlement for all targeted people, especially for the poor and vulnerable segment of our population.